Okay, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening to all. மத்தவங்க யாரும் இல்லையா?
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, very good. Okay. சரி, இன்னைக்கு வந்து கொஞ்சம் somewhat more important and concept oriented topic. And already I have mentioned in the screen, it will be visible. It is all about understanding the weather and climates of India. Sir, one question I'm asking to everyone. தெரிஞ்சவங்க ஒரு பதில் சொல்லு எனக்கு. இப்ப என்னன்னு கேக்குறேன்னா, இப்ப should I ask what is the weather at your place or what is the climate at your place at present condition? இப்ப climate என்ன மாதிரி இருக்குது, weather என்ன மாதிரி இருக்குது, யாராவது சொல்ல முடியுமா? ஆலன், உங்க வீட்டை சுத்தி climate எப்படி இருக்குது, weather எப்படி இருக்குது? ரிக்கா,
Sir, can you explain the difference between climate and weather?
No, I will not explain about what is weather, what is climate now. Just tell me, ராமாபுரத்துல வந்து weather எப்படி இருக்குது, climate எப்படி இருக்குது இப்ப around 7 o'clock?
Hot weather, sir.
Hot weather.
Yes.
சரி, what about climate?
Summer, sir.
என்ன? summer யாரு?
Congrats.
summer. அப்ப என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ்? எதை வச்சு நீங்க கிளைமேட்டை சம்மர்னியும் விண்டர்னியும் ஸ்ப்ரிங்னியும் வெதரை வந்து ஹாட், விண்டி, கோல்டு, ரெய்னி, கிளவுடி, ஹியூமிடிட்டி, ஹியூமிட் கிளைமேட், சாரி ஹியூமிட் வெதர், எதை சொல்றீங்க? எந்த ஃபேக்டரை மெயினா யூ ஆர் கன்சிடரிங்?
சார் கிளைமேட் வந்து நம்ம மந்த் வைஸ் பண்ண சொல்லுவோம் சார்.
மந்த் வைஸ், ஓகே.
கிளைமேட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா டே டு டே ஒரு டெம்பரேச்சர் பத்தி சொல்லுவோம் சார்.
டே டு டேங்கிறது என்னது? கிளைமேட்டா வெதரா?
வெதர் சார்.
வெதர். சோ டே டு டே அவர் பேஸ்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் இதெல்லாம் வெதர் ரிப்போர்ட், சரியா? கரெக்ட் தானே? So that means shorter duration condition is called weather. The longer duration, the atmospheric condition is climate. This is a difference. Sorry. So some of the other basic difference I am writing here. If you want definition, you can note it down. So weather means the condition of the atmosphere I have written in shorter form. Atmosphere of the place over a short period of time. Okay, and climate means similar statement. We will modify a little change. The condition of the atmosphere of the atmospheric behavior over a long period of time. So in simple, we can write climate is what you expect whereas weather is what you get. Okay, so I am expecting a good climate, monsoon climate, okay, summer climate and winter climate I'm expecting. But weather means on that particular time period or particular date in the particular place what I'm experiencing. So that is a one in simple statement I could differentiate both concept. And another one, we can say mathematically we can say the climate is the integral part of or integral of weather. இது மேக்ஸ்ல கொஞ்சம் புரிஞ்சவங்களுக்கு ஈஸியா இருக்கும். ஸோ மேத்தமெட்டிக்கலி இவ்வளவு டீப்பா தேவையில்லை, ஓகே தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது தப்பு இல்லை. மேத்தமெட்டிக்கலி so climate is an integral of weather அப்ப weather என்னவா இருக்கும்? Weather is a differentiation of a climate. This one just a made concept. And some other difference I can say, weather is an unstable condition. The weather means it is an unstable condition. It may change. அப்படின்னா என்ன, frequently it will change. காலையில 1 மணிக்கு காலையில 10 மணிக்கு என்ன வெதர் வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும், மத்தியானம் வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும், ஈவினிங் நைட், and depends upon the place again the weather will change. Coastal region வித்தியாசமா இருக்கும், hilly regionல வித்தியாசமா இருக்கும், and the plain regionல வித்தியாசமா இருக்கும். So frequently the weather will change frequently with respect to the places also. Frequently changes. Okay, and so the common weather conditions, what are the common weather condition எதெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, whatever we are experiencing day to day, என்னெல்லாம் hot or cloudy and humid weather and sultry. sultryனா கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கியா? sultryனா என்னது? very hot and humid, ரொம்ப புழுக்கமா வேர்த்துட்டே இருக்கும்ல, ஸ்வெட்டிங்கா இருக்கும்ல, அதான் sultry. then windy, then sunny. sunny means ரொம்ப without cloud, clear sky இருக்கும். then sunny is just opposite rainy. then Noi. Okay, so these are the some of the weather conditions. These are the common point. If you come to the NCERT in 7th standard, so there they start the definition of weather like this. So weather means the bookla weather school bookla weather definition என்ன கொடுக்கறானா a state of the earth atmosphere. State na condition சரியா? A state of the earth atmosphere at a particular time and place. இதுதான் அந்த beginningல பார்த்தோம். It's a place. இப்போ again as it was a school book, they are continuing with the statement about the explanation of what is atmosphere. Okay, இது நம்ம உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் atmosphere என்ன அப்படின்னு. But there they have given what is atmosphere, the layer of gases that surrounds some planet. Okay, so here example we can take Earth. So in the Earth, if you talk about the atmosphere, layer of the atmosphere, there are 4 major layers are there. Okay, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere. These are the various. So the lower level atmosphere layer is troposphere. எல்லாமே ஸ்பியர்னு வரும். ஸ்பியர்ன் போது நமக்கு மொத்தமே ஒரு ஸ்பெரிக்கல் ஷேப் தானே. So the troposphere is the lowest surface layer of the atmospheric layer. So but here they have given explanation only about troposphere. ஏன்னா rest of the layer we will study in the climatology. So in the chapter they have given some points only to the troposphere. So it is a nearest layer to the surface of the earth, which means if you say this is earth, if you say this is earth surface, this is troposphere. Okay, then another layer, stratosphere. This is troposphere. Another layer, stratosphere. Another layer, mesosphere. And the last layer, exosphere. Okay, so here we are talking only about the troposphere, this region. Okay, and why it is important here means this layer is having all kind of weather phenomena. So all kind of weather phenomena, the just now we listed out now the all weather conditions like rainy, cloudy, sunny, sultry, windy. It ellame happened or involved in this layer. And some more point they added, the thickness of this layer is around 6 to 8 kilometers from the ground. Then another one important point, it is very thin. The layer is very thin near the pole at poles. Okay, it is thick. In the tropical zone. The tropical zone, once again we will study. We are having, if you talk about Earth, this is equator, and this is Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, so this layer talking about the tropical zone. Okay, so why it is very thin at poles means that here the cold airs get contracted. Here warmer air, so hot air used to get expand. That is why the area is very higher in the tropical zone. Area is very less, very thin. The layer of area, this layer is very thin at the poles. This is one. Then some of the elements of weather in the book they have given that already we have seen: hot, cold, cloudy, humid, okay, snowy, windy, and some other points also they mentioned in the school book, that is talks about temperature, precipitation, atmospheric pressure, wind, and humidity. So that we will see now one by one. And we'll go to the book. So here, the understanding weather is a second chapter. As usual, it starts with a quote: "A change in the weather is sufficient to create the world and the oneself anew." Now, this is what we have seen now. Here, one situation they are given: if you wake up one winter morning and shiver, you reach for the thick cloth, keep yourself warm. In the summer, you choose cloth that keep you cool and comfortable. So you are responding to your body singular. Your body is sensing the weather. This is normally we used to do. Okay, ரொம்ப குளிரா இருக்கும்போது woolen blanket எடுத்து போத்திக்குவோம். ரொம்ப ஹாட்டா இருக்கும்போது we will not use any blanket at all. Okay, this is what our body is experiencing different weather phenomena. So the definition goes like this: weather is a state of the earth atmosphere at a particular time and place. That what I wrote there. Again, then they are coming to another question with explanation about the atmosphere. So atmosphere na enna the state of earth atmosphere sonnanaala atmosphere enadhu in simple term it's a layer of gases that surround some of the planet. Ipo look the diagram. This is the crust or the surface of the earth. So idukku mela so many things are there: water body and hilly region and plains, plateaus, and highest hilly region here, and top of the hill it is snow covers are there. So as I said, there are different layers are there, layer of atmosphere. So the lowest layer, that is troposphere, and this troposphere having all the weather phenomena happens in this layer. These are one by one here which is mentioned. It's look the layer closest to the surface of the earth is called troposphere. All land-based plants and animals live and breathe because of this layer. It is also almost all the weather phenomena having in this layer. And the troposphere extend to the height of 6 to 18 kilometers from the ground. So thick it is less thick, which means thin at the poles. Why poles air idoda distance thin kammiya irukku appadina poles cold air irukum. So that cold air get contract. That is why the area of the layer is less or very thin at the poles, and it is thicker, wider at the tropical zone. Tropical zone means it's in between Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. Between these two tropical line, the which is called a tropical zone, where the layer distance is somewhat higher, around 18 kilometer. எதனால அப்படின்னா in between these layer the air is get warmer and expands. ஏன்னா air particles வந்து hot ஆச்சுன்னா it will get expand. Okay, and you use many words to describe the weather: hot, cold, rainy, cloudy, humid, snowy, windy. இதெல்லாம் ஏற்கனவே we have seen. Now, what are the elements? The elements of weather are temperature, precipitation, atmospheric pressure, wind, and humidity. So almost you know the definition to all. In the first chapter we had a definition about the precipitation. Any form of water, that's precipitation. So normally people used to think precipitation is only in the form of rain. It is not like that. Any form of water as a rain or it may be the snow, sleet, the frozen or partly frozen rain, that's sleet, or hail small and hard balls of that falls from the sky like rain, that is hail. The alangatti malan solluvaangalla, that falls from the high. So that is precipitation. Temperature we know, the hot and cold type of atmospheric condition is temperature. Then atmospheric pressure na enna, the weight of the air above us, that is felt on the earth's surface, that is atmospheric pressure. And some more point we can write what is the regarding the atmospheric pressure. And okay, anyway, in the next page it will be there. And wind means the movement of air. Okay, it has the speed, it has the direction, how the wind speed is measured, how the wind direction is measured, that is we will see now. And humidity na, the amount of water vapor in the air, that is humidity. அதாவது ஈரப்பதம் எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, that is a humidity, amount of water vapor in the earth. Now as you can see, this is one situation they are given. சென்னைக்கும் காஷ்மீர் இருக்கும்போது how the peoples are getting different weather pattern. அது okay. Then early times, இது one practically how our ancient people predict the weather. எப்படி வந்து weather வந்து predict பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்னா, there are different ways. Observing bird flying low, அதாவது பறவைகள் லோவா பறந்துச்சுன்னா, then ants carrying egg from lower level to higher level, எறும்பு வந்து அதோட முட்டைகள் எடுத்துட்டு போகும் ஒன்னு. அப்புறம் squirrelsனா அணில், they are gathering nuts, say okay. Then frogs croaking very loudly, ஓவரா கத்திட்டு இருக்கும் தவளை. Then even the opening and closing of the pine cones. Okay, so these are all giving somewhat a message to our ancient about the expected weather condition. So this is what they have given an explanation with a diagram. See, the first two diagram talks about the ants shifting their eggs to the higher ground in a natural behavior. What indicates means that indicates an expected change in the weather, especially a heavy rain. So அதுகளுக்கு தெரியும் இப்போ ஒரு heavy rain வரப்போகுது, அப்போ immediately we have to shift the egg from the lower level to higher level. So by understanding this character of the ants, our ancient people will predict, okay, there would be a heavy rain one. Then if frog it is croaking very higher or louder, especially the Western Ghats region, again the prediction is there is a expectation of rain. Then this is a pine things. So how it's opening and closing. If it is opening, here it is. The pine cones closes, மூடிடும் எப்ப, during the humid condition. எதுக்கு humid conditionல close ஆயிடும் அப்படின்னா to protect its seeds. ஏன்னா ஈரப்பதம் அதிகமா இருக்கும்போது it will affect its seeds. And it will open. எப்போ ஓபன் ஆகும், the weather is dry ஆ இருக்கும்போது. அப்ப dry ஆ இருக்கும்போது it will release its seed so that it can fly and it can fall somewhere else and to on the ground. Ensuring they can spread in a favorable weather. This is what a condition from the pine cone. Then what are the instruments for weather instrument? Temperature, you know. Okay, temperature we monitor by the thermometer, and these are all basic signs, you know, or the measured in the Celsius scale, and another one is the Fahrenheit scale. and the range of temperature maximum minus these are no need to leave it. And some of the point is about the meteorological department. இதான் தனியா எழுதி வச்சுக்கோ. ஏன்னா nowadays one questions keep coming in the preliminary exam about the department or organization of the particular organization of the nation or international. So in the mari wherever you are getting about some organization or department or ministry, so keep some points about this one this as a separate notes. So here the Indian Meteorological Department was set up in 1875. It's a motto. Motto is from the sun rises rain. It is a full Sanskrit form. That is, it has taken from the Manusmriti. The full Sanskrit form is from here. From the sun arises rain. From the rain comes food. And from food, living being originate. Meaning, puri nanikiren. Okay. From அதாவது சூரியனால மழை வருது, மழைனால food peoples are cultivating food. So because of from the wood the living beings are there. Like that the poem has meaning. And one simple question they asked, can you think of a reason why rain arises from the sun? அது நம்ம பாப்போம். அதாவது temperature vary ஆனனால how the rain, the precipitation took place. ஏன்னா இப்போ சிம்பிளா சொல்லலாம், if temperature is high, if temperature is very high, then the atmospheric pressure become low. எப்படி லோ ஆகும் அப்படின்னா, இப்ப சென்னை எடுத்துக்கோ, என்டையர் சென்னை region become too hot னு வச்சுக்கோ. Too hot for more than 2 days or 3 days continuously, it is too hot, extreme hot ஆ இருக்குது. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா, entire the surroundings சென்னை, the parcel of air னு சொல்லுவோம். parcel of air என்ன ஆகும், dry and nature-ஆ இருக்கும் and it expand. Air particle become expand. அப்ப expand ஆகும்போது it will the parcel of air move upward direction. Okay, so if parcel of air move upward direction, மேல போகும்போது entire Chennai region become low pressure. இப்ப two condition took place. ரெண்டு கண்டிஷனுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கும். ஒன்னு, இந்த low pressure அதிகமாகிறதுனால there might be a wind formation took place from high pressure to low pressure, காத்தடிக்கும் ஒன்னு. Another condition, precipitation. ஏன்னா the parcel of air move up and up, அப்ப மேல போக என்ன ஆகும்னா it will get condensation, cool ஆகும். அப்ப condensation cool ஆச்சுன்னா it will become heavier. அதாவது high pressureல திருப்பி என்ன மழையா பெய்யும். இது ஒன் ஆஃப் த கண்டிஷன் ஃபார் ரெயின். அத அந்த கோடை மழைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. கோடை மழைனா ரொம்ப வெயில் காலத்துல வந்து this was one of the reason why a heavy rain taken place during the hot or very hot summer seasonல. Okay, very simple. Entire regionல வந்து parcel of air become expand ஆறனால it become very low or density வந்து கம்மியா இருக்கும். density கம்மியா இருக்கனால it will move further upward direction. அப்பனா என்ன, up to the around 8 km 10 km 18 km, that is troposphere level, அங்க போகும். சோ மேல போக வந்து டெம்பரேச்சர் கம்மியா இருக்கும். இதுவும் நம்ம I will explain எதனால டெம்பரேச்சர் கீழ இருந்து மேல போகும்போது கம்மியா இருக்குது. ஏன்னா some students may get the question doubt that temperature sun is giving its radiation from top to bottom, but temperature is varying from bottom to top. அப்ப டாப்ல போகும்போது டெம்பரேச்சர் வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கனால இந்த பார்சல் ஆஃப் ஏர் become get cool. அப்ப கூல் ஆகும்போது that process is called condensation. அப்ப கண்டென்சேஷன்ங்கறபோது எல்லா வாட்டர் molecule அந்த ஏர் molecule together they form the water droplet. So once ஒரு particular height-க்கு மேல it could not withstand that much pressure in the atmosphere, so அது மழையா பெய்யும். Okay, that is precipitation. This is one of the condition for the rain. Another one condition for rain we will see, that is due to the monsoon rain. So monsoon rain, this is climate, this is the weather pattern rain, whatever I'm explaining now. So monsoon based rain is, it comes through the monsoon winds. Okay, that we will see now. அது third pattern of the rain எப்படி வரனா, orogenic rain ஒரு pattern இருக்குது. That also will study later. Orogenic. Okay, genic na உருவாகிறது, உருவாக்கம். So oro means hill. Okay, அதாவது காத்து வந்து கடல்ல இருந்து மாய்ச்சல் எடுத்து மலையில மோதும் போது, மலையில மோதி மேல் எழும்பும் போது, அதாவது orogenic, மேல் எழும்போது, the same wind, again same concept, whenever a parcel of air move upward direction, it will get cool and it will, the condensation process will start, anga mala பெய்யும். இது orogenic rain. Okay, so there are three different patterns to get the rain. One is due to the weather at a hot condition, another one is due to the season, அதாவது monsoon season, through monsoon winds, another southwest monsoon, northeast monsoon சொல்லும். Okay, that. So third one is the orogenic. Okay, this is what how the questions, why the who is involving to get the rain. Here sun is involved here. Okay, the sun make the land to get heat, and because of that one, other things are happening. It become low pressure become moves up, then okay. And another one point I said, no, one more thing happened, the high pressure to low pressure. This is another concept. Other இது ஒரு wind speed அதிகமா இருக்கும், and this may depends upon the place in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, it will change into cyclone. இது நம்ம another one chapter will say. அதாவது மழையும் பெய்யாம low pressure high pressure form ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா, wind வந்து if it start in and out, then it becomes cyclone. It depends upon the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, depends upon the distance from the sea and land. அது நம்ம will see the different section. இது one. Okay, then second element is precipitation. And the precipitation, in one word it has been explained, it's any form of water. Okay, any form of water fall from the sky. அது sleet-ஆ இருக்கலாம், and hail-ஆ இருக்கலாம், rain-ஆ இருக்கலாம். Okay, snow-ஆ இருக்கலாம், sleet or hail, எதுவா இருக்கலாம். That is what precipitation. The precipitation, how they are measuring, என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல in the news, this much millimeter rain has been recorded. Okay, so that is called rain gauge. Okay, the amount of rainfall is measured with the help of instrument called rain gauge. Okay, அதான் தேகாக்குவேன் எப்படி வந்து இந்த rain gauge work ஆகுது. Okay, this is a measuring tube, is a funnel இருக்கும். So it will collect the rain water, and based on the millimeter here they will declare this many millimeter has been recorded. Okay, a scale is attached to the cylinder to measure the depth of rainwater collected. When the height of the water collected is 5 mm means we can see that area received 5 mm rainfall. Then another one, the atmospheric pressure na enna. So இதுல come to this paragraph. The atmospheric pressure is higher near the sea coast and lower go higher up to the mountains. இது நான் சொன்ன கான்செப்ட் கொஞ்சம் மனசுல வச்சுக்கோ. எதனால, why the atmospheric pressure is higher in the sea, near the sea, and why the atmospheric pressure is lower, higher, lower when you go up to the mountains. எதனால இருக்கும்? ஏன்னா மீனிங் இதுல கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க இல்ல, otherwise I will write here. If we go up, மேல போகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, air gets thinner. Than the plane. So இதனால என்ன ஆகும், the low power, low air pressure, the low air pressure இருக்கிறதுனால their லோ ஆக்சிஜன் இருக்கும் அட் ஹையர் லெவல். அதனால மவுண்டெயின்லாம் ஏறும்போது என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா ஆக்சிஜன் சிலிண்டர்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு போவாங்க. இப்போ யூ ஆர் கோயிங் ஃபார் தி இப்போ எவரெஸ்ட் ஏறுறீங்க அப்படின்னா டு கிளைம் டு ரீச் த எவரெஸ்ட் த பீப்புள் யூஸ் டு கேரி த ஆக்சிஜன் சிலிண்டர் டு பிரீத். ஏன்னா when you are moving up and up, the air will get the thinner one. Okay, and here listen, here they are given, when you climb a mountain the air gets thinner than in the plain below. As a result the air pressure low, அப்ப pressure low இருக்கனால less oxygen available. So with less oxygen you now getting into blood, it is harder to keep moving. So that is why people sometimes feel breathless, dizziness, and in the higher altitude. To avoid this one, they used to carry the cylinder. Okay, this one scenario. Another scenario, what is happening in the land. So this does not mean that atmospheric pressure is always high in the plain below or on the coast. In fact, sometimes drop. That is depends upon this paragraph talks about depends upon the climate condition or the hotter condition during summer and winter. It may vary. Okay, and these atmospheric pressure is measured with the help of using barometer. One the precipitation measured by rain gauge. This is by barometer, and usually it is measured in the millibar. Okay, and the normal atmospheric pressure at the sea coast is around 1013 millibar, and if it is goes below 1000, then it is, we can call it depression. This is what in the news they used to say, there is a depression formed at the sea, in the Arabian Sea or Bay of Bengal, from this much distance from the land. Okay, அதாவது காற்றழுத்த தாழ்வு மண்டலம் they used to call. So because of, if the depression is keep on exist, then it will become a cyclone later. Then next one is about the wind, another element. Wind, we know it's the movement of air from the areas of high pressure to the areas of low pressure, and the speed and direction. These are the two important factors. And the wind speed is measured by wind vane. எங்க இருக்குது? Wind vane or weather vane. And wind direction measured by anemometer. Here the left is wind vane and the right side is the anemometer. Then another one is humidity. So humidity means in Tamil it is called the ஈரப்பதம் சொல்லுவோம், சரியா? And humidity is the last element of the weather in our list. Okay, it refers to the amount of water vapor present in the air. That is what humidity. And humidity measured by hygrometer. Measured by hygrometer. So this humidity depends upon some other factor like temperature, wind, pressure, and location. ஏன்னா ஏன் லொகேஷன் சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னா, நியர் த கோஸ்டல் ஏரியா ஹியூமிடிட்டி வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். கோஸ்டல் ஏரியா வந்து கொஞ்சம் இன்டெப்த், ஒரு இப்போ மதுரை எடுத்துக்கோ, மதுரை திருச்சி எடுத்துக்கிட்டு வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஸோ அங்க ஹியூமிடிட்டி வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். சென்னையில் உள்ள ஹியூமிடிட்டி வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். அண்ட் நியூ டெல்லி அண்ட் யூபி, பீகார், their humidity will be different. Okay, that we will see why. And here one case, here they are given the explanation. What do you think about humidity? Likely to be more Kochi or Jaipur? You might guess that Kochi has higher humidity, and Kochi is near to the coastal area than Jaipur, because Jaipur because it is located near the sea. So some more point, right? What is humidity? Then only you can understand why the humidity low, high at the sea, near to the coast, and far away from the coast. So it's in one line definition. It is mentioned. It's the amount of water vapor that present in the atmosphere. Okay, and otherwise we can say in a different way. The presence of water vapor is that the presence of water vapor in the given volume of air. Is that another one definition? There are different types of humidity is there. One is specific humidity. That is measured in gram by kilogram. Then second, absolute humidity. That is measured by centimeter volume. Then third one is relative humidity. So relative humidity measured in terms of percentage. Another here also, suppose if humidity of a particular place 100% is going to go. If it is 100%, then the condensation of water vapor will take place. Okay, another one word we can say that air got saturation. இதுக்கு மேல அந்த ஏர் வந்து moisture பண்ண முடியாது. அதான் 100% humidity means. Okay, that's the saturation of the air. Here I had mentioned. See, the natural it's rated to 0%, while air saturated with the water vapor will have the humidity of 100%. In practice, dry weather have related humidity ranges from 20 to 40%, and a humid weather for 60 to 80%. Other relative humidity. So adana humidity அதிகமா இருக்கும்போது sweating அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஓகேயா? ஏன்னா there is no concept of vaporization there. So அதனால என்ன ஆகும்? It will be the latent heat ன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, அது it will keep on increase. That will make the body to sweat more. That is why the humidity should be somewhat less, and it is somewhat higher near to the coastal area. ஏன்னா coastal ஏரியால இருக்க இப்ப சென்னைலாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா humidity அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஏன் அதிகமா இருக்குன்னா the moisture content is maximum in the air. So why maximum moisture content? The land breeze and the sea breeze brings the moisture from the sea to the land. Or dry wind moves to the sea, towards to the sea. Okay, then it will become the higher moisture. So anyway, the moisture will be moisturous air will be there in the near to the sea coast. Adanala the humidity will be somewhat higher. This one, the hygrometer. Weather station that you know. Then automated weather station. These are all how automatically it is measuring. Then this one, some point you wrote down. In 2023, the National Disaster Management Authority has set up an automated weather station at a glacial lake of Sikkim, around 4,800 meters above the sea level. So that will give early information about upcoming weather condition. Automatically, it will sense and it will give the prediction or forecasting the weather pattern. And how the prediction the weather, the meteorologists collect the data using the instrument over the long period of time. They study the data and use the scientific method that try to predict. எப்படி வந்து predict பண்றாங்க? இப்போ மழை வரும், monsoon is going to start, and flood and cyclones are about to come. இதெல்லாம் எப்படி பண்றாங்கங்கிறது based on the previous data. So these are the various symbols they are given. Fog and heavy rain, very heavy rain, extremely heavy rain, heavy snow, hailstorm, dust storm, and heat wave, cold wave, then cold day, ground frost, strong surface wind, thunder and lightning, hot and humid. And if it is green color, no warning. And alert means be prepared, orange. Then red means take an action, warning. These are the weather warning system for India from 2024. I think this is the end to this one. And a few more minutes, please be listen to the next chapter. It just talks about the climate of India. As usual, it starts with a quote. May the rains be timely. Correct time mala varatum. May the rains be timely. May the earth be lush with vegetation. Appadi varumbodhu entire earth will be full of greenery, green vegetation. So that may this country be free from turmoil in the prachana illama. So the good people be fearless. This is the slogan of wisdom from the Sanskrit. So in this chapter talks about the 4 seasons, and this one already we had discussed the difference between climate and weather and so climate is the word people in everyday conversation, but quite often what they really means is weather, and it's not climate. Over the phone or friends climate ரொம்ப ஹாட்டா இருக்குல்ல, actually it is not. அததான் சொல்ல வராங்க, climate ன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, it's the weather சொல்லணும். Okay, the people use in everyday conversation about the climate, but quite often what they really means is the weather and not a climate. Apa enna difference? Okay, so weather is what we experience every hour or day. It might be raining or it could be bright sunshine, a lot of wind, etc. The weather keeps changing. The chapter la paathom. The climate, on the other hand, the pattern of weather and area or a region experience over the long period of time. That is what climate. Several decades irukkalam. Decade 10 varshama, more than 10 years. And even in that climate also will change from region to region. Polar region vera mari irukum, temperate region la vera mari irukum. Okay, and before we come into the various type of climate, we have to introduce some of the seasons. Okay, and because edanal season varudhu, the season occurs as the earth revolves around the sun, and each season lasts for few months in every year. We have several seasons in the year. Around 4 seasons are there. It is spring, summer, and autumn, then winter. So season due to revolution of earth around the sun. And if you say this is sun, earth rotates around or revolves around the earth. That's a 83.5 point inclination is there. Okay, so in every place the depends upon the location of the earth while revolving around the sun, the season will change. Okay, that we will see study separately. Edanala this season changes in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Ipo northern hemisphere la summer ah irundapna southern hemisphere la winter ah irukum. Okay, so why it is happening? That is because of the inclination of the earth. Suppose earth வந்து எக்ஸாக்ட்டா ஒரு இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா இருந்துன்னு வச்சுக்கோ, 90 டிகிரி இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா இருந்து அப்படின்னா what will happen? இது கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோ. ஓகே, இது ஒரு ஹைபோதெட்டிக்கல் क्वेश्चन, இது திங்க் பண்ணிக்கோ. Then the weather changes with the season. That is, it can be dry and hot in the summer month, or humid or rainy during the monsoon. Correct தானே? ஏன்னா சீசன் டைம்ல வெதர் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். இப்போ வந்து ரெய்னி சீசன் சொல்லணும்னு வச்சுக்கோ. இப்போ நமக்கு என்ன டுமாரோ ஆர் டே ஆஃப்டர் டுமாரோ த சவுத் வெஸ்ட் மான்சூன் வில் ஸ்டார்ட். எங்க கேரளால இருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும். அப்போ கேரளாவில் வந்து கேரளா, நாகர்கோயில் அந்த சைட்ல எவ்ரிடே வெதர் எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஹியூமிடா இருக்கும். ஆர் டூரிங் த மான்சூன் பீரியட். இதே கேரளா ஒரு மே மாசம் இல்ல ஏப்ரல் மேல சம்மரா இருக்கும். சம்மர் மந்த்ல என்ன ஆகும்? ட்ரை அண்ட் ஹாட்டா இருக்கும். What does it mean? So weather can change with respect to season. இதான். Then further, the pattern of season in a region closely connected with the climate. அதுதான். Okay. This is how interrelated with everything. The season connected with the climate and the weather connected with the season. Okay. Climate வந்து இப்ப summer climateல வந்து how the weather will be there. If summer climateல மழை பெஞ்சு அப்படின்னா how the weather condition is there. This is what they are giving the explanation. So there are 4 main season across the most of the regions in the world, that is spring, summer, autumn and winter. But traditionally some other, around 6 seasons are there. இதை நீங்க தனியா ஒரு நோட் பண்ணிக்கோ. With a Sanskrit word, அதாவது வசந்த காலம், வசந்தா spring, Grishma summer, then Varsha means rain. Okay, Sharat autumn, and Hemanta pre-winter, and Shishir winter. So these are the other 6 season. In Sanskrit it is called ritus. Okay, so noted this 6 season in separately. If you observe the world around us, we will notice that human, plant, animals lives are in rhythm with the ritus, our season. The crops we grow, food we eat, cloth we wear, எல்லாமே depends upon the season. So it depends upon the region. Some trees and shrub blooms with the onset of Vasanta Kalam or spring. In some places they shed their leaves. அது Sharad or autumn, அதாவது இலையுதிர் காலம் சொல்லுவோம்ல, அந்த இது. This is what they are telling. And now they revise the portion whatever we have learned. Weather is what we experience from day to day, and the season recur every year, and the weather of a place different in every season. Then climate is a long-term pattern in a particular region. There are many types of climates in the world. So now we will explain what's the type of climate in India. Okay. So type of climate. Here they did not give in much more detail. So since in a point I'm writing here, just note it down. So first they have given in the alpine climate. Okay, so alpine climate, the word alpine, the word comes from the Alps mountain ஒன்னு பார்த்திருப்போம் in Europe. Okay, so from அங்க உள்ள climate வச்சு the name it got the name alpine climate. அப்ப இந்தியாவுல alpine climate எங்க இருக்குது அப்படின்னா, it's in the Himalayan mountain range. So there are 3 range we studied yesterday. Himachal, Himadri, Shivalik in பார்த்தோமா? So இப்போ இந்த alpine climate எந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, அப்போ ஹிமாலய மவுண்டனாலே we have to come கோல்டா இருக்கும், கோல்டு, அப்புறம் பனி படர்ந்து இருக்கும். So snowy winter. Okay, and summerல cool summer. So this is alpine climate in India. Then second climate mentioned in the book, that is temperate climate. It is not the weather, it's the climate we are talking about. Okay, so temperate climate எங்க இருக்குன்னா it is in the lower Himalaya range. And other hilly regions. Okay, so அப்ப இதோட climate எந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்? lower Himalaya என்னவா இருக்கும்? The winter time வந்து temperature moderate இருக்கும். So moderately cold இருக்கும். So it will moderately cold temperature. And summerல hot இருக்கும், but not that much hot, but not too hot. So this is temperate climate. Then third climate, subtropical climate. So subtropical climate இது எங்க இருக்கும்? The northern plainsல. ஏன் subtropical சொல்ற அப்படின்னா, நீ இந்தியா மேப் எடுத்துட்டு பாரு, ஈக்குவேட்டர்ல இருந்து ஒரு 5 or +5 or +10 வரைக்கும், இல்லைன்னா 23rd and half degree ஒன்று கொடுக்கும். Tropic of Cancer 23rd and half degree எடுத்து பார்த்துக்கோ. அது அரௌண்ட் நாக்பூர் அந்த சென்ட்ரல் இந்தியா வரைக்கும் வரல போகும். ட்ரோபிக் ஆஃப் கேன்சர். ஸோ ட்ரோபிக் ஆஃப் கேன்சருக்கு மேல அது சப்ட்ராபிக்கல் சொல்லுவோம். அதுதான் அந்த நார்த்தன் பிளேஸ். ஸோ த கிளைமேட் வந்து அந்த ரீஜன்ல தட் கிளைமேட் இஸ் கால்டு சப்ட்ராபிக்கல் கிளைமேட். வித்தின் த ட்ராபிக்கல் தட் இஸ் ட்ராபிக்கல் கிளைமேட். எது 23.5 degree நார்த் அண்ட் 23.5 degree சவுத், அது ட்ராபிக்கல் கிளைமேட். சரியா? ஸோ சப்ட்ராபிக் கிளைமேட் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, இது ரீஜன் என்ன ரீஜன்? த நார்த்தன் பிளைன். இந்தியாவை பொறுத்தளவுல northern plain. It talks about plains, not a northern plain on Himalaya கொண்டு வந்துறாத. The plains, it talks about plain. Plain na western side, the above Madhya Pradesh and UP Bihar, that region. அப்ப அங்க plains-ல summer எப்படி இருக்கும்? Very hot-ஆ இருக்கும். Delhi எடுத்துக்கோ, summerல it is extremely hot and winter extremely cold, almost similar to a desert like condition, but it's not that much similar. Season க்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி. But desert means always every daytime la full daytime, throughout the day very hot and throughout the night very cold. But இங்க அப்படி இல்ல. So cold, and the entire this subtropical climate is more favorable for the wheat cultivation. Okay, and the fourth one, desert climate. இந்தியா பொறுத்தல டெசர்ட் கிளைமேட் எந்த சைடு இருக்குது? வெஸ்டர்ன் சைடு தானே. இந்த வெஸ்டர்ன் சைடு so there is a desert in the western side, that is Thar desert. நேத்து பார்த்தோம். So extreme hot during the daytime and extreme cold night time. இதுவும் நீங்க சர்ச் பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். And rainfall very little. Then another climate, monsoon climate. So monsoon climate எங்க இருக்குன்னா coastal stripல இருக்கும். The western coast, in the western Ghat region சொல்லுவோம்ல, it is in the western coastal strip. So rainfall வந்து ஹெவியா இருக்கும். Rainfall it's heavy. So here the climate type is a tropical wet climate. And favorable to rice and spices cultivation. Kerala example vachko. Then sixth one, semi arid the climate. அதாவது டெசர்ட்டாவும் இல்லாம ஃபெர்டைலும் இல்லாம செமி அரிட் கிளைமேட். இது எந்த போர்ஷன் அப்படின்னா இந்தியாவில் the central Deccan Plateau. Central Deccan Plateau. அப்ப என்ன அங்க என்ன இருக்கும்? சம்மர் ஹாட்டா இருக்கும், மைல்டு விண்டர் இருக்கும். இது இப்போ நாக்பூர் ஆறு மத்திய பிரதேசம் அந்த ஏரியா இது பண்ண. இப்போ ரெயின்ஃபாலும் மாடரேட் ரெயின்ஃபால். அதனாலதான் அங்க வந்து எப்பவுமே வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் நம்பர் ஆஃப் farmers suicide used to be taken place there. So moderate rainfall is moderate, மிதமான மழை. The last climate in India type is tropical climate. So இது எங்க அப்படின்னா எந்த ரீஜனா ஈஸ்டர்ன் சைடு. ஈஸ்டர்ன் இந்தியா, அதாவது ஈஸ்டர்ன் இந்தியானா அந்த 7 சிஸ்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டேட்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, that region, and some southern peninsula. So here mild winter, distinct, அத கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாத மாதிரி some wet and dry condition will be there. Wet and dry. Okay, so these are the various types of climate in India. So next portion என்ன அப்படினா what are the factors of affecting this climate? இப்போ நிறைய climate படிச்சலாம், இதெல்லாம் யார் எது அஃபெக்ட் பண்ணுது, that we will see in the next class. So before going to end, we can look in the book whatever I have written. So everything is here in fast. I can say this is called alpine climate, and this is temperate climate, second one, and the third one in the northern plain, subtropical climate. We have written subtropical climate, and in the west it is the desert climate in the western side. Then in the western coastal it is a monsoon climate, and central Deccan Plateau it's a semi-arid climate type. Eastern India it is a tropical climate. Okay, so next class we will talk about the factors determining this climate. Okay, so today I think this is sufficient, and as usual I'm telling to you, those who are not taking notes, you take the notes separately and show it to me once before you enter into the physical class. So we can wind up, I think. Okay, thank you then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma.